Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we say hi to YouTube? Hey YouTube, welcome on in. We've had a really genuinely eventful day so far. We've had a lot of things to go ahead and talk about and do. We're reaching sort of the end of the night here. The end of our conversational journey. The end of our dialogue and train stop here. And as we get ready for our anime of the day here, I want to talk to you guys and ask you, are you guys doing okay? I know this might sound silly, but there's been a couple of studies that come out recently where a lot of people don't even get asked that a lot. And so I genuinely want to know, are you guys doing okay? In life, and it doesn't even matter if this is yours down the line and you run into this video, are you guys holding up? How are you guys holding up? Is life going good, bad? What's happening? Might seem weird to go ahead and like respond even if this is like years old, but try it. Even if it's a placed event or for whatever reason you just stumbled upon this video. It's a safe space for you guys, and I hope you guys genuinely know that. With that being said, dude, Sangatsu's been... Yeah, Sangatsu's been one hell of a journey, and I'm excited to go ahead and continue. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and jump into it, yeah? Let's go. Check. Oh, the color is so beautiful, dude. This anime by itself. My thing is, hold on. My big thing with this is, and I know I've talked about this earlier, we're gonna have to skip the intro because Editor Kun said that the intros are causing some issues. Looking someone in the eyes means a lot more, especially towards an opponent and all of that. When you talk to people, do you look at them in the eyes and do you acknowledge them as an individual, or are you so focused on the day-to-day that you forget to look up from what you're doing? And that, I think that from our previous episode, that was probably one of the biggest takeaways that came through that. And honestly, I'm so excited to see what comes through out of this, man. Sangatsu no Lion, baby. 11 hours. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
はい、実は兄者に桐山の頭をかち割ってやってほしいのです。
おお。
棒のやつ、何を言うかと思えばまた。
Windows into the soul. Hey, yo.
厄介なことを。じゃあ続けようか。
そう促されて盤面を見て僕はみるみる正気に引き戻された。続けられないよ。
Don't drown. Don't drown. Look back up.
これ
My child, look up.
まず感じたのは衝撃、そして次に襲ってきたのは嵐のような恥ずかしさだった。さっきまで俺この人のことなんて思ってた。こういうタイプの人との対局は長くなるな。苦手だ。なんだよこういうタイプって。イライラしたらダメだ。そこに食らいつかれる。何様だよ俺。イライラしたらとか言ってどんだけレベル読み間違ってんだよ。
It's not just about mistreating a person's skill level. Let's be realistic, guys. The more, yeah, the less options you have, yeah. But let's be realistic about this. How many times have we misjudged or misread a person? I'll be honest, I have from time to time. Even as a therapist, as a psychologist, it happens. Our own internal biases come in and kick in, and it can be hard. It can be a little hard to sometimes scrub a lot of those biases out of like predestined or whatever predisposed factors, right? So him just like, oh, I have to focus on the bigger picture, thinking he was gonna get through this easily. It's a big lesson learned. It's a big lesson learned. I think I felt a lot of embarrassment and shame, concepts of shame, whenever I misjudge a person, because I've been on the receiving end of being misread a lot. Same. But like, it's interesting. It's interesting because communication can always fix that, right? But overthinking and drowning in Alex, like isolating yourself back, can be perceived and can come off a little bit ruder than it should be.
勝ちたいだけでただ対局を引っ張って相手のミスを待つタイプの棋士と相手を頭の中で勝手にランク付けしてここで負けるわけにはいかない。どうしても目の前の相手の力量も測れないくせに支援に頭全部持ってかれて
Yeah?
永久騎士捕まえてサブキャラ扱い。バカか俺は。
Look up. The pieces have already drowned.
逃げたい。
Yeah.
消えてしまいたい。ここからここからここから真っ暗で眩しくて息ができない。
Sparkling squid ink. But even in social interactions, for example, if you have social anxiety, does it feel like you're drowning? Does it feel like you can't really let out a voice, or whenever you fail, or you're feeling like you're struggling, or you're failing, or you're like burning yourself out? Even with school, how is it? Does it feel dark and lonely, like a swirling pool is like filling up underneath you, and the room is being filled with water, where you're trying to speak out and try and make friends, but yet no one can hear you because everyone's already teamed up and made their own cliques? And you try and reach out and ask for help, but everyone else is so far away, and the water is thicker and more denser than you thought. You're letting out, you're yelling with all your might, but it's just little air bubbles that are coming up and floating up. What does that feel for you? If you've ever been through a situation like that, where you're struggling, and one small mistake can end your whole career, your whole, not even a career, but quite literally like your pursuit, your goals as to what you were aiming for and why you were aiming for certain things. These are really, really fundamentally deep questions that I think my man is like trying to process in a situation where might be a little bit more difficult to ascertain than what he's letting on.
その小さな咳払い一つで落ち着けと言われたのが分かった。促されるまま混乱した頭で必死に次の一手を探してそして気づいた。舐めてかかられていたことも、そして今になって僕がそれに気づいてうろたえていることも、この人は全部見透かした上でこうして静かに座っているのだということ。 ここで自分の罰の悪さだけで途中で逃げ出したら、それこそ本当の意味での自分勝手なのだということに。
For that long, my legs would cease to feel. Yeah, same, man.
そうして僕はありったけの必死さをかき集めて刺し続けたが、何一つ挽回できずに対局は終わった。そして感想戦が始まった。どこから？
Oh shit.
じゃあここからちょっと進めてみようか。
Oh shit.
58？そこから？
Starting from R5.
たということは、そこが分かれ道だったということだ。
From like the beginning.
ここから？こんなところから？
Bruh.
もう悪くなっていったっていうのか？
Bruh.
5四歩では。
And every one of them feels so relatable. It's, yeah.
同銀同銀2四角同歩。
じゃあこうだったら1五歩同歩3五銀は
同銀同角3七歩成。
Wow.
1五香同香3四歩4二銀。
じゃあ1五歩同歩6五歩は
My mind.
7角成同銀3七角。
He got you, boy.
完敗だ。対局もその姿勢も。ありがとうございました。
Ah.
恥ずかしさで声が震え
I
た。
wonder if he's gonna run. Oh. Yeah. Sometimes when we fail so spectacularly in a way that we didn't oversee, that's honestly a common response. That flight, man. That flight, the ability to go ahead and just take off and not give a care and feel what we need to feel because something needs to make us feel alive. Oh, man. I'll be honest. There was a really bad situation one time. I felt shamed because I personally promised myself that I would never overextend the power that I've learned from martial arts and karate and mixed martial arts, judo, jiu-jitsu. I've learned the various fighting styles and stuff, right? I remember being at a bar with a couple of friends, and these guys were looking for trouble, right? And I look nerdy. I'm just gonna be straight up with that. I don't look like the type of individual that knows how to fight. But that's honestly one of my biggest assets. We had been drinking a little already, and the person overextended, right? And started picking a fight. He picked a fight, threw a couple kicks, and overshot, like, you know, a kick that sent them flying and literally, like, knocked out. Needless to say, I remember us just getting up and, like, getting out of there. And I remember feeling so ashamed. Feeling ashamed of myself at that moment, and, like, literally felt like just running and nonstop running. Because, like, for example, one of the big things that my dad told me to, like, always remember, especially before I took off from the area that I'm living over abroad, was to always watch the extent of my power when it comes to, like, martial arts, kicking, all of that thing. Because one bad kick and everything can go wrong, you know. And for me, even just the fact that I didn't even like, because my thing is, we know how to defend ourselves in many regards, right? Whether it's like being able to go and incapacitate someone, put him in a hold, or anything like that. But for just one kick to do that much damage, people are fragile. Brady can attest to that. I front kicked him and I almost broke his ribs, and I didn't even do it hard. I literally didn't even do it hard. But in scenarios like that, what? Yeah, we were sparring, and his idea of sparring is very different than my idea of sparring. And needless to say, I threw a kick. I threw a kick, and it sent him flying back, and he hit the column. And him and his girlfriend were pissed off at me, or his girlfriend more than likely, because guys, we get along, whatever. Brady and I always get along, but his girlfriend was pissed off at me for like the next month or so, until he could finally feel pressure on his ribs. That sounds like a real life Street Fighter move. But that's the thing, is like, we're all conditioned to do things differently, right? I got concussed from a counter during a spar and had to bow out. Yeah. And like, even like knockouts, it can be pretty dangerous. Like, if a person feels, if you're like a good martial artist, yeah, they can knock you out. No doubt about it. But a great one can make you feel as though none of your attacks will ever have any damage. A great one will navigate you like a child learning how to go ahead and dance for the first time. And that's sort of what I've, like, ever since that day, that incident, I've established myself as that. And a lot of the fighters that I bring up, because I didn't want to go ahead and like go through that experience again of running, of having that sensation of, where did I fuck up? Why did I overthink? Why did I overshoot? Why did I overextend? And so on and so forth. Like, man.
白と黒に点滅した。読みも何もかも僕の乾杯だ。
おー、走ってる走ってる。
You should, Fin-Fran. It's great.
今日は？いや、ちょっと修行しに。さっきまでイッサと検討してました。しょっぱいっすね、桐山くん。
Damn.
経験値不足で相手の力量を読み間違って吹っ飛ばされて丸裸にされたような気持ち。わかるわかる。若気の至り。恥ずかしい。もう。あんな野郎。対局前ここで後藤さんの寄付しかコピー取ってなかったんですよ。で、どうせあれだろう。後藤さんが20曲で俺が5曲ってとこだ。
I'd only played 5.
当たりかよ。うわ、ムカつくな、あのガキ。ま、俺も似たようなことをしでかしたことあっけどね。ここまであからさまじゃなかったけどな。まあね、みんなね、ありますよね、多少はね。思い出したくもないっすけどね。次、後藤さんっすね。頑張ってください。怖いっすけど、顔が。ああ、勝ちたいな。おっかないけどな、顔が。
Though his face is scary.
勝って、そうやとやりたいな。
I hope he wins.
腹減ったな。どっか寄ってく？あ、俺はちょっと。何、彼女？あ、いや、そういうわけでは。ああ、もういいよ。行け行け、しっし。じゃあどうも。お疲れ様でした。
The cat. Meow meow.
もしもし、ボーカー。体調はどうだ？
I know you got yourself a cat.
そうか。ああ、勝ったよ。うん。そうか。ネットでもう。
You already watched it online. Aww.
しかし面白いな、あいつ。頑固と素直のごちゃ混ぜだ。勝ち言われたかどうかは分からんけど。うん。坊の言ってたこと、ちょっと分かった気がするよ。
Mm.
そうだな。誘ってみるか。
Genuine question as I'm watching this, because it's like, I opened up about my side in terms of an instructor, right? And seeing the arrogance and the stubbornness come from some of my fighters. As I mentioned, without my glasses, I really can't see. I take these off, everything becomes blurry, and the screen is less than my hand away. Like, I really can't see pretty much anything. So when I fight, or when I fight, I go off of sound. I go off of sound and essentially quick movements in any regard, right? In order to break, split someone's head, get in there, try to better themselves. How many of you guys know how to dance? Random question and real question, because even in a game like shogi and chess and whatnot, we all have a rhythm. We all have a pace. Something that I've loved to do is interrupt a person's pace, interrupt the rhythm that they think we're going at. So, for example, if we're swinging around and we're jumping back and forth and he tries to shoot in for a takedown, right? And I put up my knee as a check and he gets kneed in the face, is he going to attempt that again? Probably not. If we're going around and he tries to go in with the 2 punches roundhouse every single time, if he tries it again one more time, I'm more than likely going to go ahead and, counter that with the leg up and then followed by a front kick, a power front kick to up front. It's those interrupted movements that we start to catch on in a rhythm of dancing. When you're dancing with a partner, you have a set moves, a set dance that we have, that we're going back and forth, that we're starting to analyze, and we're going into this back and forth dance. A lot of the people that I teach are amateur going to professional fighters, and some of them are professional fighters in terms of just a coaching world. And this is the psychology of fight, right? I remember one of them, he's already made his debut. He's already fought quite a bit. I was teaching about vulnerability levels inside of fighting. For example, how do I do this? This phone is an opponent, right? This is you. At what length are you comfortable fighting in? And a lot of people looked at me like I was crazy. Like, these fighters were like, oh, I just know instinctively. And I'm like, no, it's not an answer. They're like, what? And I'm like, that is not an answer. An answer is, are you close fighting in this quarters? At what point is it uncomfortable for you? At what point is it too much? At what point do you know, for a matter of fact, if they get this close, I have to start backing up and I have to keep that distance as I move around, because that is my comfort level zone. Because the moment that you get into an uncomfortable setting, guess what? Your kicks, you enter fight or flight mode. You're not thinking with this head, you're thinking to survive, and your breathing goes out the door, your diaphragm breathing, and you go into like a state of disassociation where all of a sudden you're going to start burning that clock. And you're no longer thinking in the fighter sense, in the sense of like, I can go ahead and control this thing. And you'll fall into the rhythm of your opponent. And what he stated, like that time was like, try me. And I'm like, okay, like if you want me to. I put on my gloves. I followed his rhythm for a little bit and he was laughing. Next thing you know, I got right up close to him. And all I was doing was quite literally, he was doing the same punches, same attacks, going through and like literally interrupting it. And he got frustrated. He got so frustrated that he couldn't land any kick or any punch. Like, he could attempt it or just block, because he was following the same rhythm and he was uncomfortable with how close I was with them. He took off his gloves and he literally had to go and take like a 20-30 minute break and then come back and say, I fucked up. Now I understand what you're talking about. Understanding the psychology behind why you move, where your comfortability levels. For example, I understand at any given time what my range is in a kick, right? And this is going to sound weird, but for me, because I can do skip kicks, I can do like power kicks, so on and so forth. If I'm fighting and I'm in the center of a ring, I can hit you at any point in the ring of an octagon, of a professional UFC octagon. I know how to exactly move from one point to the other if I'm in the center. If I'm in one of the corners, I know for a fact that I'm going to have to go ahead and like position myself in to at least, I believe it was 9 feet. 9 feet, 10 feet of distance to go ahead and like keep myself comfortable in that level, like in a level of fighting. So it's being able to understand where you are in your center, what length, if a kick can you throw, what length are you comfortable with, any jumping kicks, side kicks, any shooting in, any type of grab and throw, any scenario like this. If you're a boxer, do you know how to counter that? When you get a student, when you get a student and you break them like this, they better themselves. And I'll tell you what, he bettered himself, and he's doing really, really well now. And I'm proud of him because he understands the psyche of other people and understands what makes them uncomfortable and what makes them tick, and even when to press pressure and when to back off a little. Sorry guys, that probably sounds like randomness to a lot of people, but sometimes breaking a person like psychologically in the game that they're really into helps them evolve as a person and makes them, yeah, failing makes you stronger. Exactly. A certain ant king. What ant king for Anorta? Would you guys, okay, well, hold on. YouTube, you can answer this as well. Would you guys be interested if I like showed you guys some kicks and like, you know, just how I fight generally? Like if I threw up like some did like a random like martial arts stream or like something like that? I think I have a video of me sparring with one of my students, and I can probably throw that up. It's somewhere in the Discord server, but I can find it real quick on my phone and throw it up on Discord as an example. He was just starting out, and you can really tell that I'm holding back my kicks and stuff. This was from a while ago, so I can probably throw that up. Anyway. Square up at Times Square. Kitty. Me with my dog. Me with Loki. I baby my dog. I baby my dog so much. Seeing him do this, man, I'm like, yeah, sometimes we just need an attachment. Oh, he didn't take that well, did he? He didn't take that well at all. Depression, bro. Shame and all of that.
ずっと後藤と当たるのを想定してこのところろくに睡眠を取らないで寄付の検討をしまくっていたので数日間飲まず食わずで泥みたいに眠り続けた
Causing your body to crash. Oh shit. Oh shit.
でもついに眠り続けることも不可能になった。なんだこれ。
Yeah, you're dehydrated.
脱水症状だった。水分が補給できれば治るはず。
You're literally putting your body in shock, dude.
なのに、もう口から飲んでも戻してしまうばかり。焦った。やばい。どうすれば。これ以上水分失ったら。うろ覚えの知識でスポーツ飲料と少しの塩を舐めるようにゆっくりゆっくり取り続け、起き上がれるようになるのに半日以上かかり、翌日やっと這うようにして近所のコンビニへ行った。僕はバカだ。
Rehydrating too quickly, yeah.
落ち込み方まで下手なんて。
My thing is, a lot of people, depression hits differently towards everyone. And I'm gonna be straight up, friend. Your depression or your sadness should never feel invalidated by another person's experience. Because what you go through is your own journey, and what everyone else goes through as an experience is their own journey. Being terrible at depression is a mood, but depression, at least when I've gone through depression, it's been like wearing blinders at time, a foggy filter in front of my eyes where even if people were talking to me, it's like they were talking past me. It was hard getting up in the mornings. It was hard walking around. It was hard getting the energy to even eat. It was hard moments to even go ahead and take an opportunity to breathe and genuinely feel like I'm breathing. I slept. I love sleeping. Don't get me wrong. I can sleep all day, realistically, and it's worrisome for most people. But depression is a different beast, dude. And this is a different beast for everyone. I've had a lot of close friends who... I've had a lot of close friends who were some of the brightest people in the world. And you would never have guessed that they were going through big bouts of depression and until it was a little too late. And I know I've shared this story before, but it's one of those moments where it's like, and I will reiterate it 100 times, to always check in with your friends, but to also be open about what's happening with you. If you feel sad and you need a hotline, look for the national hotline crisis in your area. Or talk to a friend, open up about a situation like that. That's why it's big. It doesn't even matter. Don't compare your experiences to others, because it's not. Everyone has a different experience in that. So be open about what's going on with you. Seek help if you need help. And know that there are people there that genuinely care about you, that are more than happy to help. For me, it's more like apathy. I force myself to stop caring about certain things. Yeah, that's why I'm like, depression takes on a whole new beast, brother. Looking at jobs? Oh no. Need an education. High school, yep.
そうだよな。高校卒業まであと2年。それまで学生がお金を稼いで家賃を払っていくには、やっぱりこのまま将棋を続けるしか。対局が多くて出席日数危ないけど、なんとかせめて高校だけは。自分で自分の道を選べるようになるためにと思って学校に来てみたら、いきなり体育しかもバスケどの辺にいりゃいいの。とりあえず目立たないように走って、そこの誰だっけ、メガネの人頼む。球来ちゃったよ。
ブラ
ゴールはあっちだから誰かにパスをとか。
Traveling.
バッカ。てめえこらメガネ、何やってんだよ。
本当にね。
This episode of Haikyuu is looking weird. But is that your... Yeah. Bruh.
本当何やってんだろう俺。
クルコ。
なんか味がしない。砂噛んでるみたいだ。これで本当に逃げてないことになってるのかな。
Reika. Reika. Whoa. God, dude, I've been streaming for 11 hours. What the fuck? Guys, give some love to Reika. Honestly, I'm so in love with Reika. She's like a 10 out of 10 streamer. Can't recommend her enough. If you guys already know my Dorito ratings, you guys know that when I say a 10 out of 10, it means a 10 out of 10. Like, I don't know how you're doing it, man. I don't know how I'm doing it either. But I just started. You're being so nice. No, guys, go show some love and support to Reika. I can't state it enough. Like, if you want a genuinely wholesome stream, positivity, laughter, and even finding the weird glitches in Resident Evil 4 where apparently they pick up Ashley and they start disappearing along the hallway, go show Reika some love. I can't say it enough. YouTube, if you're watching this, I strongly believe in the concept of rising tides raises all ships, which means to help out others, because we're in a space like we should not be in a competitive space. We should be in a space where we help others out and we show their love and their support, and especially their strengths. And I want to say, Reika, dude, thank you for being vulnerable enough to stream your content, dude. I know you're just starting out and whatnot, but it can be very terrifying, especially when you have technical issues and random stuff. But I just want you to know that, like, if no one's told you this before, like, I'm proud of the fact that you actually started streaming. And I'm proud of the fact that, like, regardless of what may be happening, like, you do what needs to be done. Like, you know, you handle it in such a professional way, in such a nice way. And you're doing phenomenal things, not just with your content, but with the way you interact with your community and others. And it's been an absolute pleasure, like, being a part of those streams and seeing the moments where, like, you can tell that you're just having a blast, and seeing some of those moments where you're like, oh my god, what if something happens? Like, I can't state it enough, Reika. You're incredible, dude. And I know that, like, you're definitely gonna start building up a big component, a big community for yourself. So keep it up, dude. You're absolutely wonderful, and I just can't wait, dude. Affiliate when? That's the real question.
欲が欲しかったんです。逃げてないふりでしかなかったらどうしよう。どうしよう。なんかわかんなくなってきた。なんか違う。
You're currently in school. Oh no. Oh no. Let's bust you out. Hell yeah.
家賃を払ってご飯が食べられるようになれば大人になれるんだと思ってた。大人になれば
That's a big concept. Hold on. Guys, genuine question. Do you feel like you've become adults? No. No. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Even as a person that's now getting their doctorates, as, you know, having my licensures and everything, not really. I don't really see a transition period in that. And I think even if you were to put Pazzy Sucker, what's that? Even if you were to put, like, goals and expectations as to what makes you an adult. Oh, okay. Sangatsu's getting me to open up about a lot of stories because it hurts and it's so relatable in many ways. Why is it that when we're a kid, we want to grow up so quickly, and when we're an adult, we want to go back to being a kid? A lot of the people that I do counseling with, especially the older individuals, tell me that they wish they had the opportunity to play more as a kid, as a teenager, as a person in college, to play more, to experience life, to determine what they like, why they like that, rather than start acquiescing or start changing themselves for their partner. Because sadly, a lot of people, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys, y'all can flame me in the comments, but this is a lot from what I heard from a lot of, like, the couple counseling, the older individuals that are going through a divorce and stuff like that, they changed a lot of their personalities and settled for their partner's likes. They didn't feel like adults, right? They're like, I was forced to become an adult. But what they mentioned was this, and this broke my heart. Where they were like, because I was talking to them, I was like, you can now cook stuff for yourself. You can, sort of finding the positive strengths, and they're like, I don't even know if I like that anymore. I don't even think I originally liked that. I don't even know. Because everything that I did, everything that I cooked, everything that I worked for was for my partner. Keep a sense of your identity, boys and girls and everyone in between. Keep a sense of yourself in long-term relationships, in any form of relationship, and never stop being a kid. Keep doing what you need to do and be silly, be goofy. Yes, it might be create a little sense of like shame or embarrassment or something like that, but straight up, keep semblances of yourself. And that is what's huge. A lot of people just are too willy-nilly open to conforming to their partners, but what does that leave them after their partner is gone? Anyway, oof, sorry guys, sorry. We're going to...
もう泣かなくて済むんだと思ってた。
桐山。
Bruh.
でもって何よ。定食マガジン。どういうこと？一人で階段で泣きながら定食雑誌読んでる高校生。もうこの設定自体がすでにどっかおかしいのに。しかもそれが史上たった5人目の中学生プロ、将棋界の期待の星だという。もう一体どっから突っ込んだらいいのやら。ああ、もう。まず食え。でもいいからこれ食え。
You know what? Fair teacher. Fair teacher.
食ってるやつがあるか。命取りになるぞ。あったかいものを取れ。ヒットポイントが半分になっちまったぞ。
This teacher though.
なあ、桐山。やっぱりもう一度お師匠さんの家に戻ったらどうだ。
でも
順位戦とトーナメントを年間通して戦って、学校にも通ってテストとかもあって、自分で飯作って洗濯と身の回りとかやってって。
True.
そりゃ17歳じゃまだ無理だよ。
でも
キャパオーバーってあるの、どうしても。
でも
獅子王戦は残念だったな。ネットで見たよ。島田八段、やっぱり強えな。そうや名人と同期で。
Dude, it's only 17. That's rough, yeah.
地道に粘って粘って A 級までたどり着いた。努力を絵に描いたような人だ。それが最近じゃタイトル戦の常連にもなってきた。すごいよな。
詳しいですね。
同い年だもん。気になるさ。そりゃね。それに島田八段は普及にも熱心だし、研究会とかも開いて若手と勉強したり。ってそういえば、お前は研究会とかは入んないの？
はい、僕はそういうのは。
入ってみたら？
Yeah. Learn, experience new things.
でも僕は。
一層島田八段の研究会とか。そういえば確か二階堂四段も会に入ってるらしいぞ。
でも
なんでさ、もったいない。自分を任した相手から学べることってでかいもんだぞ。
Honestly, I think that this is probably one of the most heartfelt things out there. Like learning and experiencing new things, and even if it's a field that you're good at, practicing, like stepping out into like the areas to quite literally learn and progress and evolve as an individual, I think that's huge. Even for myself, I know I've been using these examples a lot. Went to a disarming class on a sharp pencil because I don't think I can use the cutting utensil, if you guys know what I'm talking about, out here, right? Of like how to disarm people in terms of just like a Krav Maga, other concepts like that, right? And for example, one concept that I learned that I didn't know beforehand, and I think I've shared it on here before, it's like if you're holding a sharp pencil, most people, you see them do this or you see them do this, but realistically, this is more dangerous, right? Especially having it down here as you're fighting, because you can't really see it, but I can slice up at any second. Slice up, slice down, change grip. It's a lot easier for people. It's a beautiful technique. It is a very, very beautiful and deadly technique, and getting your ass handed to you from time to time and taking these workshops. Even as a psychologist, I have to attend 3 different workshops every year. Every year I take my opportunity and I pick different workshops to go ahead and go into, whether it's trauma therapy, it's dream therapy, hypnotherapy, different forms of therapy out there. You know, it's finding those moments of self-growth even in the field that you're in, and that's huge. John Wick tips. Demo.
デモがシャッと揃えば開くドアがあればいいが、はっきり言ってねえよそんなドア。デモじゃね
え。Jesus Christ. Pinfred.
兄者、どうして桐山に直接声をかけてはいけないのですか?
Because it's gotta come from him.
この間は研究会に誘ってみようと言ってくれたではないですか。
難しいけどこればっかりはね、自分で言ってくるのを待つしかないんだよ。
そういうものなのですか。
そういうものなんだ。
Oh, is that it? Wait, no. No. That went by way too quickly, and it didn't even give me a warning that this was the ending song. Okay, apparently that's sort of the end of the... Oh, my bananas, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I can't even have bananas anymore. But oh, my Lanta. Brochachos. Brochachos. What the fuck? What does this show do to me every single time, dude? Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Every single time, time flies by. Exactly. But it hits on such a big level that I don't think people are used to or people understand. Like, the time, it's so unfair. Like, this show has just continuously done this. Wait, we're done with it already? Bro, we're 11 hours and 33 minutes in, and we finished that episode and went by in a flash. I'm not even gonna lie, I thought we were like halfway in. I thought we were halfway through the episode. This show got me to open up about stuff I imagined I'd never be called. I know! This show's like something else, dude. It just like, it hits the nail on the head and it allows you to open up in so many different forms and sizes. With that though, I wanna ask you guys on YouTube, what has this show done for you? And also, if you liked any of the conversations, you've taken anything away, even if it's like a life advice, a tip about like shame or, you know, growing or perspectives or anything, hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Twitch and Discord and all of that stuff. Appreciate y'all. But here, guys, doing a quick check-in. How are you guys doing? This show is getting me to feel things I didn't think I was going to feel. I'm going to be honest with you guys. When you guys mentioned this show, I didn't think I was going to start feeling emotions.